Flip man, it's the flip man. Flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are. We're here. Offers a free deal review. Title today, think you have a great deal. A real estate deal. Think again. All right, but we're here to try to help you with that. So got my man touring here.
So
in Memphis. And he's here to make this go a lot smoother than if I was doing it by myself. I need to add Instagram. So let's do this. I wonder on TikTok. Well, that shit might not exist no more here.
Which one?
TikTok. I said, I wonder when they going. Make it easy for folks to grab it. But I said it might not exist no more.
Okay.
You best believe that Instagram and YouTube pushing politicians on the TikTok thing.
You mean YouTube is? Yeah, that's their biggest competition, right?
Yeah, they putting money behind that. Cause TikTok changed the game on short term content. YouTube.
Yeah, their algorithm is like amazing. Because they were willing to. No, he wasn't willing to sell it, but he was saying without releasing their algorithm, because that's their advantage, their algorithm.
Yeah. But anyway, that's another podcast. We're here to talk about real estate investing, mainly trying to solve the problem of your deal sucks.
And we're gonna rename it
to solve that problem, right? And so we're trying to. Only way we can do that is deal by deal. So we're here to help you make the right offer to potential motivated sellers, and we're going to use some tools here, some free, some not free. But at any rate, you're going to be able to take advantage of at least my 2 cents on the game, and beyond. So do we already have anything in here?
Not yet.
Any questions?
No question.
All right. So
good morning.
I'll show all the stuff we're going to be using here. One of the things that you guys some know, some don't, is you got to have the right paperwork. So you can access that through dealyourlater.com, which is one of the sites we had created. You have the agreements form. If you're on your phone, it'll be the little hamburger in the top right, depending on the phone that you're using. You can see the drop-down menu, select agreement forms. So this first one here is for, I don't know. What? What's that? Oh, there we go. That's the one for houses, the purchase and sale agreement. So you cannot print this page out. It has to be filled out first. Once you fill it out, you follow the instructions down here at the bottom. The next page will allow you to print out a filled out copy, right? Okay, now some people just dying to get a copy of a blank hard copy. Again, this is free, but if you just want me to take the time out of my day to send you one, cash out me $20. I'll send it to you. But I try to give you the best. My goal is to get you the easiest way to get you to a check. Right now, taking a handwritten contract, filled out, that still works. Ain't no question about it. But I tried to eliminate some of the stress of having to answer questions with a contract. Also, it just looks more professional if it's all printed, right? I ain't saying another one doesn't work. I'm just, like I say, you're taking advantage of my mistakes and experiences over 20 plus years. But again, if you just got to have a hard copy, I'll send you one, $20, cash at me. So here's the contract for land. Land sale agreement, same thing, just fill it out, boom. Then we have the what we call the closing detail sheet also. All right, we're going to be using Zomps. Let me just remove that. We're going to be using Zomps as one of the tools combined with some of the other tools. We're going to be using Zillow. We're going to be using Investor Base by way of CashBuyer.ai. Going to be using it from there, and maybe PropStream too. Yeah, so we'll be using that too. That can be accessed through DayLater.com. All right. So what we got? Any questions? Anything?
All right. Yeah, we got 2 properties. The first one comes from LA Mars, REI. What's up, Flip? I have one that I'm working on, and I'll give you the address.
All right. Okay. All right. So what's the address?
It's 2632 Butner Road, Southwest. 2632 Butner Road. Yeah, that's it.
All right, so we're using this address. So Atlanta's pretty densely populated. So we'll just do a mile radius, 1 year search period, and we'll do single family. I'm assuming that's what this is. Let's see what we got. All right, came up with 9 results within a mile in the year back. All right, let's add some of these. So first of all, you see the map here. Our property is down here. So we see the activity in the area. Right. Okay, so let me see. You all these have prices on them.
I see some 70s and 150s. 197.
All right, how big is that? Let's do this first. Let's add ours first.
Okay.
Oh, that's raw right there.
It's 1332.
Oh, I need to add. Okay, so I'm gonna be using Zomps. So you can access through Zomps.com. You go here where it says get Google Chrome extension, then add to Chrome, add extension, and boom. So now I'll just refresh this page on Zillow, and you see the floating menu over to the right. So I'm gonna add this. Go hit the little key, make it the target, and boom. All right, so 1332 square feet. So let's look at this first one right here. Okay, now they purchased it for 135, but they've already done what they're going to do, and they sold it for 265. I would add it, but it's going to show the 265 and not the 135. All right, so not that one, but we can keep that as a mental note. All right, they bought this one for 145, sold it for 272. All right, pay 150 for this one, sold for 259. This one 165, sold for 329. All right, and this one down here 159, sold for 297. All right, so we'll go over here to my deals and select this particular property. So these was basically all flippers, right? Right. And so basically they're paying between maybe a little below maybe about 135 up to maybe 155 or so. All right, so that house looks like it needs a lot of work. So it's going to have to be cheap. So I'm going to say you're going to need to get that one at under 100 or less for sure. Maybe a little more, but I'm gonna say 100 or less.
Okay. Let's see here. The next one comes from Breezy Man. Can you comp 3244 Hester Drive? And that's in Tallahassee.
All right. Well, you know what? We'll stay with 2 miles in Tallahassee. All right, so got a decent amount of activity in here. All right, let's do it this way. I'm gonna click here. Can't use that one. Said 2.5 million. Let's see. All right, it doesn't show a price on that one. Oh, let's add hours first.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna add hours to Zumps. Boom. So we're gonna remove this. Make this the target. Remove this. Okay. So we did that one. Look at this one. Let's see. So it's not showing one on that one. I'm not getting the. Okay, that one they paid 132 for. This one it doesn't show. That's the one at 2.5 million. Something weird. It must have been a package there. What did they pay for this one up here? That must be in that package. This one here.
81.
Yeah, they pay 81 for that one. Let's see down here. Don't see where they made a payment there. Let's look down here. Nope. 119 on that one. So let's go over here to my deals and let's look it up that way. So a lot of landlord activity. So most of it's down here. Well, flippers. Look, you know, it's quite a few flippers in here. It's a good price range. So it looks like anywhere from lower hundreds all up to 230. That's an interesting range there. So we know on the lower end here, we're actually below 100 on some of them. So 107, and then here they're willing to pay in the 200s for it, right?
Right.
On the landlord side of which is interesting, but down here, around 100. So let me look at it. Let's see, where is it? This is it here. So it's 1124 square feet. I'm gonna open some of these up. So he paid 39% of this one. This was a flipper at 124. Yeah, he's already sold that one. All right, let's look at this one. They paid 132. Okay, he paid 287. All right, 329. 266. I have to see where they are in relation. It'll be better going back to the map. I don't have the close by activity because they bought a package right here. Let me go back in time. Let me go back 2 years. Let me shrink the mileage, the radius. And the reason what we're doing, guys, is we're number one identifying where buyers are paying and what they're paying, and so to see where we need to be as far as negotiating with the owner on the property. So I think these are these ones that sold for 2.5. All right, just wasn't a ton of sales in there. They paid 133. Looks like the bottom on these is in the 130s. It appears from the few that I can see that are nearby it. And so, where is it? What year was this built? So it's a 1981, 1124 square feet. It looks like if you could get this below 100 on this one, I would be comfortable with saying you can do something above that number, anywhere from, we'll say 110 to 130 or so. So ideally, that's where I would want to be, because I think you can sell it in the lower to mid 250. The ARB will be in the lower to mid 250s, 200s. I mean,
200. Okay.
Yeah. So to reiterate, try to get it 100 or less.
All righty. Have a question on Instagram.
Okay.
And CC Vic Jr. says, "How much is Dilulator?"
Okay, so Dilulator, aka Prop Stream, that's 97 a month after the 5-day free trial.
All right. And then Valerie Michael, hello. Can I get one comped, or did I need to send in advance?
No, you can do it now. But just live.
Yeah, that's what I just responded to, is just to post the property. Okay. Chuck Rose, afternoon flip. I have a commercial broker who has a list of off-market hotels she wants to send me. She wants to know what requirements we are looking for, number of keys, location, stars, and budget.
Man, when they start talking like that, that really ain't what we're looking for. We want to deal directly with owners. Because the only thing they're going to do is compile a list. That ain't what we're looking for. We want to deal directly with owners.
Yeah. Okay. Next one is Kelly Rich. I found a trailer that we'll use for a business, but it's vacant. And she's posting the address, which is 8920 Jefferson Davis Highway.
Well, now what we could do, we can look for some buyers on mobile homes, but to get a true value on that, it's best to look up mobile home dealers in the area to see what they would be willing to pay, and then you want to pay less than that based on the description of it, the manufacturer, the year, how many beds and baths, the square footage of the mobile home, and then obviously some opinion on the condition of it also. But what was that address?
Okay, it is 8920 Jefferson Davis Highway.
Jefferson Davis Hog. What you say, Jefferson Davis Highway?
Yes, that's what it says.
What city?
Fredericksburg, Virginia. She didn't put a K in it for some reason, but I think it's spelled that way.
Yeah, Google will figure it out. Let's see. Didn't like that address. Well, and I know it didn't like that address. Let me do this then. Doesn't like that address because it's
Yeah,
not showing anything.
maybe because it's
But
a mobile home.
I guess it's this property right here or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Let me use land ID real quick. Can she, if she can verify that when I spent around right there?
Okay. And Breeze Man on the property, the previous property is asking, do you mean sell to the cash buyer for $100K or less?
No, that's what you need to get it with the seller for.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking in terms of offers. When I'm saying they're paying around 130, then that means you need to get it less than the one. They are your buyers, so that means you have to get it less than that. So I'm using 100 as the number, just to make sure you have some spread in there, some form of fashion. So I don't know what's going on with land ID. Let me see. It would be able to figure that address out if it was that. I'm assuming she's talking about this property right here or whatever, but I can't. We can't pull it up.
She did say yeah, that is it. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you'll need to get that information. Reach out to some mobile home dealers in that general area and just, you don't want to tell them where it is, but you just give them a spec, see what they would pay for something like that, and that's how you could price it or whatever. So.
All righty. Let's see here.
I think it came up. It came up. Let's look at it real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see. See if it'll pull anything. All right. Oh, so it's giving a different address. Is that next door to whatever? It's like a hotel or
Hotel is over there.
Apartments or something. Yeah. I think that's it.
Capital Auto.
Yeah, it looked like they probably were.
She says same street. I don't know what that means.
She's saying it's the same street.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah. Okay. So, so let's go out 5 miles, go back maybe 3 years and see. Yeah, not a lot of activity on that as far as mobile homes, whatever. So, and I went out 5 miles in 3 years. I can go out more years. I don't think it'll really make that much of a difference. I can go up to the 10 miles and we'll just go out 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah. It brought up a few more, so but it's going to be all over the place. Because sometimes land is included with it, not being land included. So it'll be all over the place when it comes to that. But that's where I'll start at, to try to get a price point to see, or if the seller in La Land, or that's a good pricing. Go from there.
All right. The next one comes from I Got the Scoop. Hey, Flip, can you comp 1795 US Highway 9? That's in New Jersey. Old Bridge. I can't find the owner of the house, but it's vacant.
Let's see where this is. Okay. I'm just trying to see where it was. Well, you can comp stuff for practice, and we'll do it just because we're here. But if you hadn't even talked to the owner, in most cases, it doesn't even make sense to comp it, right? Because no more, your first hurdle is to get in contact with that person. If you do get in contact with them, will they even have the conversation? If they do have the conversation, are they interested in selling? If they are interested in selling, then this matters. Otherwise, it really doesn't matter or whatever. We'll go ahead and do it, but it really doesn't matter. There's not a ton of activity here within 2 miles, 2 years. Let me go back maybe to 3 years to see. There's only 4 results as far as buyer activity in that area, but we'll go back in time a little more. It pulled up 14, so a little bit in there. So directly close by the property, let's say 3 million. Well, we know it ain't that. We have one here. They paid $300,000, sold it for $515. Another one, they paid $280, sold for $525. And another one, they paid $351 and sold for $530. Now that's not right by the property. Let me see what this one looks like. They paid $150 and sold it for $265. That one there is the outlier, I think. This one here, last sale price was only $50,000, so they all over the place. Not just a ton of activity right here by it or whatever, but in this case, that's where, reaching out to buyers, letting them know a general area where something is owned, see what they were paid for it, will go a long way. But your first hurdle would be to is to first get in contact with the owner or whatever. So, but you don't want to just focus on this one property. By no means. It's just one of many that you should be focusing on.
Yeah. All right. The next one's come from Instagram. Lou, what it do? And it's 5227 Highland Avenue, Kansas City, Missouri.
All right. Kansas City, Missouri. All right. So let's do this. And we'll do 1 year. So 2 miles, 1 year, single family. Now, I think Missouri is non-disclosure. So let's see what we got, though. All right, we got a ton of landlord activity in this area. As I said, there's not going to be any sales prices here, right? I think we got one here. So the main thing on something like this, we're going to know we got a ton of activity. Now, what I can do, this is where PropStream becomes valuable, especially in these non-disclosure states. I can go over here and use it because I can pull up MLS data, especially in a market of that size. And I can give you an idea. So, it's an actual active listing right now. Let's look at it. I should have looked at that first. So let's go here. Boom. All right, we'll add it. Make it the target. So it's been on the market 187 days. It's only getting like 5 views per day. Save rate pretty high, but that may be realtor activity or whatever. So let me do this. All right, so we have to backdoor it in these. I'm sorry, I was in PropStream. My bad. Let me go back there. So they have it listed for 150, right? And so let me just blow the map up here. All right, so we got a decent amount of activity in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna capture some of these. We try not to cross over major streets when I'm doing it this way. So let's use the draw tool. So we're gonna go down here, boom, boom.
They're commenting on Instagram under contract, so I don't know what
they mean by that.
Right, because if it's listed on the MLS.
Yeah, they just may have changed the status. I'm assuming they have it under contract that it was, property that they, they're the one that has it under contract, I'm assuming. But anyway, so what's the Highland? Okay, so just to look at some comparable properties here, yours is 1,595 square feet. So we're looking at about. So
okay, yeah, they say yes. That's what it is.
What it is? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's do them. Deselect all of these and select these first three up here. So the average price per square foot is around 171, and yours is 1,595. So 1,595 times 171 is like 272 ARV. So if we go over here and we use the calculator, 272 ARV. All right, and the square footage was, I think, 15. What was it? It's 1,595.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so ideally, the amount of money you're making on is 10% of the ARV, which is 272,000. So that's basically 27,000. I'll just round down a little bit for an even number, 25. Mm-hmm. So seems like it seems like it should, unless it's not livable. Well, no, I can look at the photos over here. Let me do this. Let me just duplicate this. Yeah, definitely looks livable. Matter of fact, looks renovated.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what the underlying issue is here on this property, why it hasn't sold. How long has it been on the market? Been on the market 187 days, 6 months.
Wow.
Something is weird with this one, based on the condition it's in. I wonder what they got it on the contract for, because the market is basically spoken. This number here, you're gonna have to get a lot lower than that, because it's already it appears to be priced right already, right? So obviously you need to get it cheaper than this for it to make sense. I don't know what you have it in a contract for, but definitely under 100. It may would sell easily at 120, 125 or whatever, but I can't imagine them not getting those offers in there. So
he hasn't responded about what he has in the contract.
Right, cool.
Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. We have 12 likes.
Yeah. We can do better than that.
We can do better than that. Okay. Yeah. Got about 50 people on YouTube.
Yeah.
So like, share, subscribe. There's some great information. So
yeah,
definitely want to tell your friends to tell a friend.
Tell your mama and them.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, what we got?
All right, next one come from Sunshine 932. Good morning, Flip. Your live is my morning coffee lately. It's actually coming. It gets my brain focused on what's important. Thank you for giving without expectations.
Okay. No problem at all. Thank you for spending your valuable time with us.
Boom. All right, the next one is from S. Owensby. Hi, Flip and team. Comp, please. 4402. Looks like Guilford. I'll spell it. GUILFORD Avenue, Indianapolis. Yeah.
All right.
The last one he said he's had his under contract for 130. I don't know if the last one we was talking about.
Yeah. Look like you need to be a little cheaper.
It's been there. It's been on there a long time.
Well, I couldn't imagine. Number one, they still have it up there listed, but it had quite a bit of activity in there. So you saw all the buyers that investor base produce there. So but it's listed though, so it's going to take a special type of buyer to work with you on this. A lot of them don't like to do that, or some people just blow your deal up just to blow it up.
Right.
And what I mean by that, reaching out to the agent, like this guy's calling me trying to sell it, and he's supposed to be buying it from you guys, blah blah blah. All right. So let me see. So let's add it first. See what we got to Zumps. 4402. What is this? A duplex or something?
Multifamily.
Oh, it is.
I mean, it says East Fort number 44. It just looks that way.
It's treating it as land for some reason on Zomps, but that's fine. All right, so we'll have to just take a look at it this way. So we'll look at this one here first. They paid $177. They paid on this one. They paid prior sale. They paid $144. This one they paid, didn't say on that one. This one they said they paid $175. All right. On this one they paid $310. I don't think that's a good example. This one they paid $300. This one $347. This one $330. Now we are crossing over a major street there, so it may be a price jump there. It looks like that's what's going on. Let's go back this way. So 125. Looks like the bottom may be anywhere from around 125 up to 170. What's the square footage on yours? Let me see. It's 1344 square feet. We got a ton of activity in here. They paid $175 there. How big was it? So it's $1,260, and yours was what? $1,344. So yeah, it looks like in that range of 125 is 175 is what, especially landlords, what they're paying. So ideally, you would want to get it below the 125, number one. But it looks like you might be able to pay a little more. It's based on the activity in here.
Okay, he's saying it's a duplex.
Oh, it is a duplex. See, you didn't say that. All right. So let's look at this a little differently.
Okay.
We need all the information to make a informed decision here. So let's look at just multifamily by itself first. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go out 3 miles and back a couple of years. Now, whenever you're looking at multifamily, you can't look at houses and just landlords of houses, because normally they would love to have that. It's rare you're gonna see people that just want to do houses and wouldn't love to have multifamily, even if it's just a duplex. They might not want to go any bigger than that, but that's cool. All right. So we got a ton of activity in here on just multifamily over the last 2 years within 3 miles. All right. So on this one here, don't show a price. This one here, don't show a price. That one I don't. And then I don't know how big these are either. Right.
You got some large estimated value.
Yeah, but I don't know how big they are. Well, I can look at the square footage though. I'm sorry. Like these are some huge properties. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, ours is only a duplex, so these are some huge properties. And I'm gonna tell the guy they may want to add a filter option on square footage.
They're saying could be converted to single family, single lot attached.
No, you want to probably leave that. They will probably want to leave that as a duplex. So on this one, he said, how much he say on the contract for?
He didn't. That was the previous person.
Oh, that was the previous okay.
I was saying.
All right. Trying to see if I find something similar in here. So we may have to just do houses because it's so small. It's only 13. So I'm just going to do houses instead of multifamily, but just landlords only, right? And I'll just go just back to 1 year, and we'll leave it at the 3 miles. Boop, 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 boop. Not saying a flipper wouldn't want to take it and renovate it, do that, but we're just going to focus on the landlords. Landlords are generally pay more than flippers because it's a long-term play. So, all right, so let's see if we see any similar houses. So they pay $159.9 for this one. It's a little bigger. This one a little bigger. They paid $150. That one's quite a bit bigger. $425. Don't have a lot of prices on this one. These here, $168, $140. Let's go back. Let's go over here to my deals. Okay, so landlords, the bottom is roughly 133. Right now, and got a few up here in the 175.
He's saying, had it under contract for 180. He wants to renegotiate for 210.
Who the owner wants to renegotiate for 210?
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah. Well, we got some sales in here where they paid 275, 250, 292. So it started a little spread out here. Again, it's a duplex. Now these are houses, so they paying that much for houses. You know, I would assume the 210 may be a good number for you because you have a ton of activity in here. You have I have over 70 buyers in this. Well, 70 transactions. A lot of these are duplicates. They bought multiples. So
yeah, he said that is from the seller. The seller wants to renegotiate.
Yeah. So what's the reasoning behind that?
He probably because probably his contract ran out because he said I had it under contract for 180. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ran out.
Well, yeah. So the activity is there. Number one, I would try to hold fast at that the 180, or at least try to meet him in the middle. Just say, hey, let's do what would be the middle? I guess 195 or whatever. If you just got to go up, because
he says a savvy owner. He just wants more money.
Just greedy. Okay. That's fine.
Right.
All right. So yeah, again, being that it's already a duplex, I hate to just go up that much, 30 grand.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. I would I guess the main thing I would be trying to do is get some feedback on what people would pay for in that area, as far as duplexes or whatever. So when I say feedback, I mean buyers. You know what they would pay. I'm showing that someone they pay that up in that area, but they will pay above. Just looking, let me see. Just looking, trying to see something that's as small as yours. Actually, I don't see anything as small as that one, the 1,300 square feet where they paid above that 210. Most of them are even below the 180 that I'm looking at here. Let me just go back to the top. So now this one was 1,600 square feet. They did pay 239. This one was 211. 211,000 was 1,500 square feet. This one was 1,260 square feet. They paid 175. Now you may get a little bump. Well, maybe not even a little bump, is because because you are dealing, you do have a duplex, but I don't know about the 210 though. I think at 180 you would have been good. I don't know if I would agree to that.
So no, or you just saying?
Yeah, I'm saying no. Just try to stay firm with him is what I would do. Maybe go up a little bit, maybe 185 or something like that. But going up to the 210, that's your money. You know what I'm saying? That's where you're gonna probably
Right. That's what I was thinking. Like, that's a big jump.
That's a big jump.
All right. Next one is Kimberly Duncan, and I think she has a 3-part question. She was asking about which tool are you using? Well, she gave an address, but I just want to tell you she's asking what tools you are using to comp Dealulator or PropStream.
Okay, so we have used PropStream. This is it here. So Dealulator, PropStream. Dealulator is a reseller of PropStream, right? But we're mainly using Investor Base, which I'm an affiliate of them also now. And that could be accessed through cashbuyers.ai or just simply texting BOSS, BOSS to 205-964-5243. And just follow the instructions on the link. It'll take you to this site right here directly. If you try to do a Google search, it may not come up because it's a brand new site and it hasn't been indexed yet. So it's easier just to text the word BOSS, BOSS to 205-964-5243. And the reason you want to go through that link is because you're going to get a discount on the tool itself. So.
All righty. So the address, can you comp a house? Okay. This is not an exact address. She put in 35th and Sterling in Independence, Missouri. Yeah. Property starts with 11 on the corner of 35th Street, north side.
Yeah, we're going to have a physical address. Yeah, we're going to have a physical address. Even if it was addressed next door across the street, then we can maybe figure out your address. But we're going to have more than that.
Yeah, she said I didn't have an exact address.
Yeah. Normally, if there are houses around it, you could probably maybe determine the address of the house next door or across the street. And then we can figure out your address.
Right. Okay. That was hers was the last one. Oh, she said 3,500, but she said 3,500. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's the actual property address on Sterling. I'm sorry, on 35th and Sterling. What do you think, Ty?
We'll get it.
She just gave 3,500.
Yeah, 3,500. What?
That would be I'm assuming 35th Street or something, and Sterling, but then the city is Independence, Missouri.
It must be Sterling because 35th would be the Sterling what?
Yeah. She said maybe or 1,100. She might not be clear on which address.
Yeah. We can.
Yeah, and it's hard to figure out.
Yeah, millions of addresses.
Yeah.
All right. So, do we have anybody else?
Yeah, that was the last one.
Okay. All right, guys. So, again, you can access the tools. Just go through a couple of things. That contract I was talking about, you can text the letters PSA to 205-964-5243. Want to build pre-foreclosure list, text PRE for PRE to 205-964-5243. To be able to build buyers lists, see what they're buying, where they're buying, how much they're paying. Just text the word BOSS, BOSS, to 205-964-5243. And Yeah, so I guess we'll be back on Friday. We'll have the live Flipreneur tomorrow night. It'll be Flipreneur, I think 307. Not sure about a title yet on it. And we'll be able to get your questions answered there. We'll be live streaming here on all the platforms, just like we are right now. So if there's no,
she did post another one, Ty, if you want to look at it. I
yeah,
did look it up.
We'll go look at it. Oh, and also to get stuff, you don't have to wait till we do this, the live stream. If you join our Facebook group, you can text the word group to 205-964-5243. I'll evaluate a property and they'll tell you what to offer there too. Now, again, if you're uncomfortable with posting your address even here or in the group or whatever, or in the YouTube channel, just using an address across the street, next door, a block down, or whatever. We just need the general area. And hopefully it's a similar type house. Your house may be 1,300 square foot. The house that we're targeting is evaluating is 1,326 square feet. So just need to be a similar house, maybe on the same street than your house if you don't want to give out the address. All right,
yeah, I did. Okay, it's 3,500. I'm sorry, 1,100 East 35th Street. Okay.
What city?
Where did it go? That is in Independence, Missouri. So 1,100 East 35th Street. Yeah, Independence, Missouri.
I might have spelled it wrong. Google will figure it out.
You know what? When I put it in Google, it's in Charlotte. It says no.
I got one.
I don't know. Yes, that's.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah, because when I pulled it up, it was in Charlotte. I didn't realize you saying.
Yeah, it likes that. Now, I'm sorry. This is 1109. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad. That's not the correct address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
All right. Anything else?
Someone was asking, Sunshine X, do you have any advice for wholesalers starting out with a little cash on hand?
Well, whether you have a little cash or no cash, the first thing is obviously educating yourself. If you text VIP to 205-964-5243, you can access a list of videos that I chose to help newbies get started, as far as some of the just general basic video. It'll take you through the entire process for the most part. You'll still have questions, and you can feel free to ask those in the comment section of any of my YouTube videos or in the Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man. But just understand that this is a marathon. It ain't easy. May make it appear to be easy, but it's not easy. But it's more than worth it financially. So just keep that in mind, that you just have to have a great deal of patience. And more importantly than anything is just putting the work in. These deals are not going to appear by themselves in most cases.
She also said, I'm in Arizona and want to do wholesaling virtually.
Well, yeah, that's, if you're here, that means you have access to the internet. So that's all possible for sure to be able to do that.
That was it.
All right, guys. So again, you want to use cashbuyers.ai, powered by Investor Base. Text the word BOSS to 205-964-5243. If you want to access the contract that I've been giving away since 2008, using myself personally since 2003, text PSA to 205-964-5243. What else we got? I did
share, subscribe.
Yeah. Make sure you subscribe and share. And yesterday, just real quick, I posted a new video, which I haven't done in a minute. of this young man out of Nashville, and he did. He made 20 grand on his first deal. That was a couple of years ago. He's really, been hitting it out of the park ever since. But yeah, go to YouTube and do a search for X Hooper turns $0 into 20,000 K, and you can access that video. Just go to my channel; it'll be the most recent video that you see there. And so, if nothing else, we'll see you guys on FLIP SIDE.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Hit that bag.